Hello tribe, and welcome back for another set of readings. Thank you so much for joining us again. And also, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you so much for the comments that you leave. You have no idea how this inspires me and how this touches my heart. Now, for those that are returning, I'm about to go through the introduction just like I do in all of my videos. So if you've heard the introduction before, you can fast forward through this portion. Now, for those that are joining us for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. Now, we do have product that's available, and I'm so excited about that. Immediately following this introduction, we will show you some of the product, and information can be found in the description below. Now, information about our reading. You can apply this reading to your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and for some, even your Venus sign. Be mindful that the messages can flip-flop, so if it doesn't relate to you, it could relate to your partner. Oh, and by the way, hello to our cross-watchers. Now, be mindful that there's no time limit on these messages. It could have happened 3 months ago, it could happen today, or it could happen in the near future. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, also be mindful that if this message resonates with you, please give us a thumbs up. And if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you so much, but it can apply to somebody else's life, give us a thumbs up anyway. Now, private readings are available, and information for the private readings can also be found below. Now, I have already pre-shuffled the cards so you can move swiftly through that portion. Now, on to your reading. Hello, my Aquarius. Let's get right into your reading. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What messages need to go forward? I promise you, this card has come out a lot today. Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius? What does our Aquarius need to know for March 2019? Okay, my Aquarius. What are the messages? Okay. All right, we're not wasting any time. That card has come out a lot today. This is another unbelievable day. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius? What do our Aquarius need to know? All right. Go right there. Right, literally in my lap. Literally in my lap. Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What does our Aquarius need to know for March 2019 twin flame soulmate relationship? What does our Aquarius need to know? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius for March 2019 twin flame soulmate relationship? Are there any more messages for the sign of Aquarius? Okay. It's funny how that went right up underneath the little hat. Okay, my Aquarius. Okay. Holy Spirit, divine creator of the universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What does our Aquarius need to know for the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What messages need to go through? Okay, there they go. Those are the messages. Okay. All right, my Aquarius. Right out the box, and your messages are very, very clear. Children, your love life is being affected by the children. And I'm thinking about your last reading. Your last reading was very, very beautiful. I remember it was an absolutely beautiful reading. So let's just see where we go today. But your children are being affected by your love life. And when I get this card, I always think that, sometimes we put a lot of emphasis on our kids, but sometimes it could hinder our relationship because our partner begins to feel as though the kids are getting so much attention and it's pulling away from them. So always try to, keep those areas balanced. And I know a lot of people say all the time, I put my kids before everybody, but you got to be careful about saying that because your kids will get grown one day and they will leave you. Okay? So you just got to make sure you just keep everything as balanced as much as possible. And that's coupled with make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. So apparently something you need to make a decision about that has come about. But it says write about your thoughts and your feelings. And it's always good to write things down. It's always good, especially when it's time to make a decision. It looks kind of different when you thinking in your head and you begin to put it on paper. It begins to look differently. And that's coupled with you got a new career coming. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. So congratulations with that. And it says the situation will improve. So it could be a job situation that's going on now. It could be a situation dealing with your children. But regardless, what this is saying is that you might be moving to another job because you were having problems on your old job, because it says the situation is going to improve. But you have to make a decision on what you need to do. You need to make a decision, and when you make the decision, it's going to improve. So this is good. But remember, writing your thoughts and your feelings down is always good, because if you can see it on paper and visualize it on paper, it just helps with the decision-making process. This card has come out a lot today. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So it seems like we're in a period right now. We know that Mercury retrograde is right around the corner, literally. And so this is a good time to take control, to get everything in order, because we know during Mercury retrograde, we all are talking backwards. Okay? Literally. Okay, so whatever you need to do, tying up loose ends, do what you need to do now. And consult an expert. This card has come out a lot today as well. It says more information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. And so I know in one of my previous readings when I got consulted an expert, I was thinking more medical. I'm not thinking so much medical with you all. But whatever the situation is, you need to consult an expert. You need to take that extra step and get a professional opinion about an area that you've been pondering. But it says, okay, so let's look at this. It says admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So apparently with this situation where you're talking about consulting an expert and admitting the truth to yourself and acting accordingly, there's something that's going on. So you need to consult an expert. Let's just keep going and see if we can figure out what the situation is. And I think we have figured it out. Dietary change. So you might need to consult an expert. You might to admit that your body is not where you want it to be, where you need it to be. Okay, and so therefore you have to admit the truth to yourself. Sometimes we'll think in our mind that we weigh one amount, and we end up getting on a scale and we weigh 20 pounds more than we thought we weighed in our mind. Okay, so you might need to consult an expert if it's time for you to get that in control, because it's time to take back control of your life. And if your weight is holding you back emotionally, if you feel like you're not in the best, physical condition that you should be in, it's time to act accordingly. But you have to admit the truth to yourself that you might need assistance. Okay, you might need assistance. And listen, it can't get any clearer than this. It says take action. Take action. So, you know, from your last reading, Aquarius, it seems like now, you know, even though you had a very beautiful reading last time, it seems like now you're getting to, you know, dealing with more specifics with yourself, dealing with more of the specific areas in your life that needs to be cleaned up. Okay? So let's just get some final messages. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what's the final message? What's the plan for the sign of Aquarius? What is the plan for March 2019 as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship? What is the plan for the sign of Aquarius for March 2019? What is the plan? What's the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius? Okay. All right, let me set this up neatly and we'll be right back. Okay, my Aquarius, the first card out you have is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so let's talk about this. As Three of Swords is your overarching energy. First of all, everybody is represented on the table. You have all signs here, and you do have a synchronicity 2-3 that has come up. So for those that study angel numbers or synchronicities, you do have a 2-3 that is appearing. So for the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this is somebody working and not seeing the results of the energy that they're putting in. This is working without, you know, without results, not seeing any thing that comes from the fruits of your labor, so to speak. And then the Ten of Wands, this is somebody, this could mean that somebody is at the end, so they, you know, feel accomplished because he's carrying all of this like to the finish line, it seems like. But this also could represent somebody who's burdened, you know, somebody who, you know, has a lot of responsibility occurring here. And that being coupled with the King of Cups, this is somebody who was in control. So if you had a lot of responsibility, if you felt like you were burdened, you're at the end of that now, and you're in control. You're in control of all of this responsibility that you have. You're in control of it. And again, this is, you know, even though you felt like you were working without results, you're at the end and you're in control. But this High Priestess card, this represents intuition. So you have to listen to your intuition about something, okay? You have to listen to your intuition, and that, you know, being with this overarching energy of the Three of Swords, this is, you know, the Three of Swords, this represents heartbreak. This could represent grief. So whatever situation that you need to make the decision on, I believe that it's caused you some grief. It caused you some probably you have a lot of mental energy that's going into that right now. Okay, you know, with that Three of Swords, that means represents mental. That's thinking a lot. And so if this is revolving around your children, because that was the first card out, or this new career, you got to understand that this situation is going to improve. So you got to come out of this energy. Come on out of this energy and know that you listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to tell you what you need to do so you can take action. Okay? So, I mean, this is still, to me, it's still a beautiful reading because you're getting specific now. And if this deals with not only the career, but your dietary change that you need to, you have a lot of situations that's popping off. And we could be talking to several different groups. But these are three separate situations. You could be dealing with all three of them. But you need to deal with it, okay? You need to do, let's just see what's behind here. Okay, we're going to stop here because this means this is inevitable. That means that, you know, God has you on this. The universe is going to make these changes occur whether you want to or not. When we get the Wheel of Fortune, this means inevitable. This is inevitable. It is going to happen whether you want it to or not. You can do it the hard way or the easy way, but you are going to do it. That's one thing about this Wheel of Fortune. The change is going to occur whether you want it to or not. Okay, let's get your final message. Final message for Aquarius. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what is the final message for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship for March 2019? What's the final message for the sign of Aquarius? What's the final message for the sign of Aquarius? Okay. That's your final message. Let's see what it says. It says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. High Priestess, about wisdom, okay? About wisdom, okay? Making sure that you listen to yourself. Take action, you know, making sure that you are making the decision that you need to, because you're going to manifest the miracle. You're going to manifest it. Even with all these situations that's occurring, you're going to manifest it and know that the situation is going to improve. Okay, my Aquarius, this concludes your reading. Don't forget that if you need a private reading, my information can be found below. Until next time, my loves, bye-bye.